So I was going to do this as a straightforward product video, the kind that's like, hey, this is how you generally install a Wemo or whatever it is, August smart lock, and talk about the issues I had and say, this is how I fixed them. It's a good product if you like web of internet things. If you like to troubleshoot, then this is the thing for you. But if you're like, I just want things to work, then I don't think this is ready. Especially or maybe if you have mesh Wi-Fi. But you know what? I don't like doing videos like that. I don't like doing tutorials. I don't like doing videos where I'm like, this is how you do this thing. I'm not a teacher. I just don't like it. So this is going to be what grinds my gears about the August smart lock, because obviously it is grinding my gears. If it had just worked, this probably would have been that regular video I don't feel like making anymore. But because I don't feel like fixing all the fucking things that I don't like about what's not working with it, well, then this is what you're getting. You know what grinds my gears about the August smart lock? Let's start from the beginning. Setup was bleh. Between not getting verification codes in my email and the app freezing up trying to connect to Wi-Fi, freezing setting up HomeKit, and calibrating DoorSense, and after calibrating and recalibrating and recalibrating, it still can't tell me if it's open or not. And I got the fucking automatic, you know, when you come home and it Bluetooth connects and it's like, oh yeah, you're home. Welcome home. Which is funny because it stopped doing that. I don't know why. It was like the one thing that was working. I would come home and it would fucking do it. Not when I'd go to leave. It would be like, I'm confused about whether the door is locked or unlocked. And I go to lock it and it just freezes up. Even if I just manually turn the lock, it doesn't know what's going on. It's like, don't you know what position your motor's in? I mean, you're calibrated, right? But even at the same time, I mean, obviously, you got the fucking August logo that's in the bottom. It's always going to be at the bottom. And therefore, if it's turned more to the right, that means it's locked. So if it's turned as much to the left, that means it's unlocked. Like, I don't get how you're so confused about your state, but you always get confused. And I have a feeling that has something to do with HomeKit, which that's the whole reason I got this fucking thing is HomeKit. So I'm fucking whipping out my phone every time I want to fucking do shit because it can't just tell Survey to do it, which is why I got it. You could say, oh, did you contact customer service? No, I haven't. I'm too much of a millennial to contact customer service. I don't feel like it. No offense, but I find humanity unpleasant. Plus, this thing's got so many issues that all therapists everywhere would be like, why don't we just not try? And speaking of therapy, I'm sleeping one night, and at like 4 a.m, it just goes, like, what the fucking poltergeist? Did my fucking door just unlock? I am very disconcerted, and I gotta play it down because my girlfriend wakes up, stares at me, but through me, and is like, what happened? Oh yeah, it must have auto-locked. Because I didn't want to be like, yeah, our door just randomly unlocks in the night. Yep, that's the way it is with smart things. Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. Let me just check this thing. Nope, it unlocked. And I lock it because it's like, I'm not gonna let this thing win. So because I'm afraid this thing's gonna make more sound, I wait until the morning to turn off auto unlock. Okay, well, now you're less convenient. You get confused about whether you're locked or unlocked. I've got to fucking pull out my phone every time I want to use you. I need a watch for this to be worthwhile, and I got to keep my keys on me. Because if you're confused about how to lock yourself, and I have to get going, eventually I'm going to give up and just use the fucking keys. I've sunk $400 into locks, and I'm using keys like a plebe. That's right, Grandpa, you told me so. I just threw away my money like an idiot. The future is a scam. And then you have the mesh Wi-Fi thing. Basically, mesh simplifies some of the things that are annoying about Wi-Fi, and that might be an issue if a device is 2 gigahertz only and it expects things to be a certain way. Maybe that made the setup a little harder, but you know what? If your customer is buying a $200 lock without the lock, they are also very likely to be someone who has also forked over the money for mesh Wi-Fi, so it better work. But either way, the whole 5 gigahertz thing shouldn't matter because it connects with Bluetooth when you're right in front of it, right? So when the lock gets frozen and it doesn't know what its state is, that's not my fucking Wi-Fi because the phone should be telling the lock what to do, even if it gets confused about its state. It's just trigger on, trigger off, trigger on, whatever its state is, it should just do the opposite. So I don't get why it gets so fucking confused. I mean, it's literally a switch. It's a switch telling a lock to fucking go in one direction or the other. Why is this switch so difficult? What's the issue? Should I just take it off HomeKit? Is HomeKit fucking with the August? Then it's not HomeKit compatible. If HomeKit is fucking with the August app, and then there's DoorSense, the thing that's supposed to tell you if the door is open, closed, locked, or unlocked. The thing from before that can never seem to figure that out. And it's the whole reason I got this thing. Because I'm so OCD about checking that things are in whatever state they should be when I have to leave the house. I gotta go back and check and check and check again and say locked and loaded. I gotta say it out loud. And then when I leave, I worry that I'm just remembering the 1,000 times I did it before. And did I really do it this time? So I have to add something new to the protocol so I know I wasn't doing that before. I wouldn't do a little dance after I locked my fucking door. So, okay, I gotta go off these things, locked and loaded, and then do a little dance. And then I leave and I go, yeah, I did that little dance. That means I checked and checked and checked again. That's the whole reason I got this. So I can just say, hey, lock the doors. And then it goes, and then you go out the next door and it goes, and then you're driving, you go, I wonder if I locked my doors. And then you wait till you're where you need to be because you're not supposed to use your phone when you're driving. You check to see if you actually locked your doors. And yes, it's red, you locked your doors. Fantastic. That was the dream. And you're supposed to get notifications when the door is unlocked or whatever, which, by the way, this midnight thing where it was like, hey, it's 4 a.m., I've decided to unlock your door for you, it never logged that. There was no log of that. It was a ghost. User me didn't do it. And you can't have auto unlock for more than one door. Like, what? Well, okay, my setup's kind of weird. I got to go through 2 doors to get inside. I know it's not typical, but a lot of people are like, I'm going in through the front door. I'm going in through the garage door. Well, if you want to go in through the garage door, you're fucked. Because your front door is the only door that auto unlocks. So that's fucking dumb. And a solution to that maybe is creating 2 houses. You know, you got 2 separate houses, quote, connected to the same thing. And then if it's Bluetooth, it'll just be like, oh, welcome to your first house. And then you get to your second door and it's like, oh, welcome to your second house. But that's how it might work, I think. But you know what? I don't trust that fucking auto unlock because it's just like randomly is, hey, your phone's here now. I wasn't paying attention, but I'll unlock the door for you and not log it. Whatever happened to geofencing? It was like 10 years ago. They were just like, everything was just going to auto-magically work. Fucking computers. For what it's worth, I've never had a problem unlocking the door from the app. It's just everything else that's frustrating.
And that, people, is what grinds my gears.
Hey, that was quite a rant there. You know, we're looking for an everyman to rant about petty, nonsensical irritants.
Hey, I'd be great at that.
And yes, this is my season 2 premiere, even though I didn't really advertise it that way, so I guess I don't have to do anything special. But yeah, I'm back once a week every Wednesday until April, and then I'll settle into a video every 2 weeks at the most, so that way I can focus on making videos that I think are worthwhile rather than frantically pushing to put out a video every week. Really, it's unreasonable if I want to maintain any standard of quality, which this video is not reflective of, by the way. So join me as I tank my analytics and attempt to make better videos.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron.